Blades of rain scything down from a pewter sky, a narrow row of handsome old mercantile palaces, of insurance brokers and solicitors, art galleries and museums. Detective Sergeant Aector McAvoy, running through the rain, committee papers clutched inside his sodden jacket, rain splashing from his lips and nose. Up the steps, feet slipping on the mosaic which serves as a welcome mat to the police authority headquarters, a rose picked out in red and white tiles beneath an archway of expensive wood and glass. He flashes his warrant card at the security guard on the desk and then bounds up the stairs 3 at a time. Assistant Chief Constable Everett is waiting outside the meeting room. He's immaculately turned out, his blue uniform crisp and freshly laundered. "Good Lord, Sergeant." Everett looks aghast at the sight before him. Aector McAvoy has come to serve as his pet symbol of the modern face of homicide police. Educated, polite, supremely computer literate, and respectful of every new guideline dreamed up by the powers that be, he has served the assistant chief at endless committee meetings and public engagements. "Look at the state of you. I needed you at your best, man." Strictly speaking, there's no need for a detective sergeant ever to appear before the police authority, but ACC Everett is expecting difficult questions from the authority's new chairman, and has managed to ensure that McAvoy's there to answer them. He is pinning his hopes on McAvoy's absorbing the worst of the barrage. "I'm sorry, sir," gasped McAvoy, trying to catch his breath. "There was a horse." Everett, a thin-faced and ratty-looking man who managed to rise to the second top job in the force without appearing to be any good at anything, grabs McAvoy's coat and forcibly strips it off his shoulders. Before McAvoy can protest, Everett is pulling out a comb from his back pocket and reaching up to comb his junior officer's hair. McAvoy backs off, takes the comb. "Thank you, sir." He does what he can, slicks back his hair, and wipes the moisture from his moustache with finger and thumb, catches his breath, fastens his suit jacket and secures his tie inside it, wrings out his cuffs, and straightens the creases with his palm. Follows Everett into the meeting room. More than a dozen men and women sit around a number of tables arranged in a vague U shape. Their surfaces are covered in jugs of water and empty glasses, notepads, and official-looking papers. At the back of the room, a large pink and blue painting of a Manhattan skyline covers one wall. It was a gift to the authority from a previous chairman, and nobody has been impolite enough to take the monstrosity down. "Bloody hell, Everett, are you making your officers swim here?" The booming Yorkshire voice emanates from the large, bearded man at the head of the table. Everett gives a false little laugh as he and McAvoy take a seat at the nearest empty desk. "Sorry, Mr. Chairman, Sergeant McAvoy was called away to deal with an important development in the case you have shown such an interest in." Tressida waves his hand dismissively. He looks at McAvoy. "Important development, eh? You sure you weren't helping a bunch of gypsies round up their horses?" McAvoy colours instantly, can feel steam rising from his damp hair. "Oh, bugger. Can't say gypsies, can I?" Tressida turns to the secretary, busy jotting down the minutes of the meeting. "Scribble that out, would you, love?" The other members of the authority exchange glances, but nobody says a word. Tressida dominates the room. He has a remarkable presence and enough personality to dominate any environment, even without the benefits of his broad frame and deep Yorkshire accent. He's a man on the up, is Peter Tressida, one to watch, with coattails worth riding. Now in his mid-50s, he was already famous as a businessman before taking his first steps into public office on the Conservative ticket a couple of decades back. His family runs a timber yard, distribution company, and a couple of property agencies, as well as investing heavily in various